Hi everybody, welcome to a new season of Jamlish, where we're going to look into what's very topical in our community right now, health and well-being and the effects it has on our overall vibe. Now, for those who have been with us with this journey, we're very thankful and grateful for supporting us and giving us the platform to elevate what we're all thinking and feeling. And remember to like, share and subscribe. For those who are new to the family, come and take a ride with us, this new insight into this new vibe and feeling, and health and well-being is the topic. To discuss various subjects, such as the effects of sugar and how it affects our health and how it basically aids to various diseases and ailments that we have.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about sugar today. Yes, hi everyone, Michelle here, Mish C here. We're going to be talking about sugars, and why that's my favorite thing, sugar, chocolates, ginger beer, and all of that stuff. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be discussing. And what's really interesting, you know, guys, that there are 10 countries, 10 top countries that consume a lot of sugar. Guess which country come on top? What do you
Jamaica.
think? No. In fact, Jamaica's not even in the 10 lists.
America? United Kingdom?
Absolutely, yeah. The United States. And this is consuming sugar per person. 126.4 grams of sugar. I know. Pablo, your fears per person in the United States consume sugar. Yeah, and this is going back 2019, so it's only the other day. You know what I mean? The second country, right? I'll give you the top 3. What do you think the second country is?
I'd say the UK.
Let's have a random guess.
I'd say the UK.
Mal, which country do you think?
Spain.
No, Germany.
Germany.
Yeah, that's quite surprising actually. Yeah, Germany, they consume 102.90 grams. Third comes Netherlands. Fourth, Ireland. Fifth, Australia. 6, Belgium. 7, UK. 8, Mexico. 9, Finland, and 10, Canada. Isn't that surprising? But America.
It's surprising about the Germany, but could that be the alcohol, maybe?
Oh, yes.
And you noticed as well, with all the nations that you described, Mish, they're all in the Western world.
Yes.
Where it is the largest concentration of manufactured and processed and refined sugar. Which is in the base of many of our meals. And also condiments as well, even from cakes to flour right down to ketchup. My research has shown there's also a correlation between sugar consumption and cancer,
right?
Sugar consumption and strokes, sugar consumption, and also cardiac arrest. And today we're going to explore what's happening and why and what can we do to prevent it.
Yeah.
What say you?
Well, I looked at some of the better sugars, the more natural ones, because you hit on it when you said the refined. Yeah, so we're looking at the healthier ones, which a lot of people use, but there are many that don't. But things like honey is a natural, not all of them, because there are some that actually have additives, or depending on how they're farmed, but the pure natural honey is good. Maple syrup, which tends to be quite popular in the States, is actually not a bad sugar. Well, what's bad are the other things that they add with it, like the things they use to make the pancakes and the sugar in the waffles. Coconut, we know the goodness of coconut. We know that it has lots of values with everything to do with coconut. Monk fruit sweetener, yacon syrup, and date sugar, dates. Dates are very good. You can have, apparently, one date a day is supposed to provide you with all the sugar that you will need.
Really?
All the natural sugar that you'll need,
apparently. Right.
Yeah, date.
Wow.
Yeah. There's another one. There's another two that I'm not familiar with. Erythritol. I don't know about that one. And xylitol. I don't know. And maybe, to be honest, if I probably saw them on the back of something in the ingredients, I'd immediately think that they were chemical based because of the name alone. Because I'm not familiar with them. So I don't know if sometimes as well we miss information because we're not familiar with it. We think it's not necessarily good for us, and vice versa. We think we see something a lot, and because it's common and it's commonly used, we think it's okay.
Can I talk a little bit about the things that we don't even know sugars are in there? Because that's also, you know, the hidden sugars, as they say. Do you know pasta sauces? You know, when you buy like salt, you know, it's in a jar or whatever. There's a lot of sugar.
The ragu.
Yeah. It's not, like ragu or whatever, you know, not that we're advertising, you know, companies, but right, there's a lot of sugars in that. You know, like granola bars.
Yeah.
They advertise that they're so good for you, don't they? And they have all these adverts on the TV about yogurts and this, that, the other, and yet they've all got sugars in it, real sugar, you know what I mean? So oatmeal as well, instant oatmeal, that's got quite a bit of sugar in. And a lot of these things we're putting sugar on top of it as well. Cereals.
Cereals,
got sugars in cereals, salad dressings as well. A lot of sugar in that.
Tomato ketchup.
Energy drinks. You know what I mean? Away from the caffeine, there's also the sugar content in there as well. And like packages, things in packages like fruits, you know, they've also got sugar in there as well. Yeah.
Which brings me to another topic, especially right across. We need to ask ourselves, are we eating fruit? Are we consuming food, or are we consuming a product? Okay. Anything that's processed, refined, you know, instant, okay, is made for profit, and obviously is not good for our health. It's linked to all kinds of build-up mucus in our system, which leads to tumors, which leads to cancers. Also, another thing that we don't realize, we've grown up thinking that plaque is only in our teeth if we don't look after ourselves. Plaque also enters our arteries. And basically clogs up the walls of our arteries, which is basically the tubes coming out of your heart into the rest of the body with plaque. And it basically enables blood clots, it enables strokes, it enables heart attacks, sciatica, all those kind of things. And it has a thing called atherosclerosis, which is basically, it's like a block. And that's built up by consuming refined foods, which are sugar-based with E numbers.
But come in there though.
Yes.
Do you think that because, you know, everybody loves sugar? Well, most people like sugar. I mean, you know, I'm partial to, you know, nice bit of chocolate, and you know, the one thing talking of like sugary drinks and stuff, I used to drink ginger beer a lot. And since they take the sugar out of the ginger beer, I don't drink it anymore. It don't taste the same. It don't give me that comfort that, you know, nice bar of chocolate give me comfort, packet of crisps, and the ginger beer, but the ginger beer don't taste the same. But I stopped drinking it, and I used to drink it by the bucket load. Now, you can say that's a good thing, because I've stopped drinking it. You know,
they even take the ginger out to the ginger beer.
They even take the ginger. Do you know what I mean?
At least I can get it.
But the thing is, we know these foods are not good for us. We know it will lead to stroke, heart attacks, etc., etc. Do you think that there's got to be some kind of chemical imbalance in these foods.
That's what I'm saying.
Like caffeine, I guess.
Yeah, because
What would you
refined
think?
sugar is actually a drug. Refined sugar,
Right.
processed
Refined
sugar is
sugar,
actually
is
a
it?
drug. Yes, it's actually a drug.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
the
therefore,
addiction to sugar. I mean, it's basically floated in our subconscious from a little, having a sweet tooth, for example. And we need to have that fix. I need to have that
yeah.
I need to have that bar of chocolate,
Biscuits,
I need
crisps.
I need my Aero, or I need my dairy milk, or
Mm.
or I need my bourbon creams, where open in the middle and crepe out the
Take
the
the
cream.
cream out.
Yeah, come on, we've all did it. Come on, we've all did it. We've all did it. We all did it.
No, me
So,
never like bourbon.
hmm?
Me never like it. Me like the custard.
Custard cream, whatever cream. But biscuits, sweets, even crisps.
Desserts,
No?
apple crumble and
Desserts.
custard. Come on, I grew up
Yeah.
with that through
We
school.
grew up
Not
on
even the Pablo's days,
we grew up on
apple
Angel
crumble
Delight.
and
Angel
custard.
Delight. Yeah, all Angel Delight.
Yeah.
All condensed milk is
So
another
if
thing.
we're used to all of those things, how do
used to
we
them.
change that then? How do we suddenly, how do I suddenly, right, I'm not having any more whole nut, or I'm not going to have any more, apple crumble and custard and that. What do I replace apple crumble and custard with?
Fruit. Well,
To have that
fruit.
good feel-good factor?
You can use oats.
Fruit.
You can use oats to make the crumble.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Natural oats.
Natural
and the thing
oats.
is as well, a lot of I think we're kind of in the UK, which is where we're from. In the UK, we're kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage in the sense that we haven't got the weather and the
to grow natural.
Well, actually, we
products.
have. We don't use the yards that we have, which are our beautiful gardens. We spend all that money prettying it up instead of using it to actually grow our own food. And when you're not doing it yourself, then you're at the hands of the provider. And a lot of the things and it's convenient as well, more convenient to go into the shop. Even with the fruit, you're quicker to pick up the one that's already chopped up, that's in a container, that's been stuff added to it, so it stays fresh for how long. Then pick up the fruit that probably don't look so pretty, which is probably better for you because So the thing is as well, when things are so easily accessible and you're very busy, it's a lot easier to grab these things, when you get the condensed milk and you mix it to make the cornmeal porridge. It tastes really nice, and that condensed milk can stay in your cupboard for a while before you have to open it. Once you haven't opened it, it can stay there for quite a while, so it doesn't go off, so you know that you've got it there. And then you can use that instead of actually getting the coconut milk, which might be a bit more expensive. Once it's open, it might not last as long. It's things like that. It's more convenience, and I think
does it taste the same though, Pamela? Does it taste the same? Because I would like,
where I am, I can't get a lot of these things, so I've had to adjust my palate. The things that I can, I have to say, I substitute a lot. I find a substitute, where I can't get certain cakes that I would eat in the UK, I'll find a substitute here, or I make my own. But if you can't get it and you don't have it, then you tend to choose the healthier options because that's what's there.
But the thing is, it's funny because when I go abroad, right, I don't think about cheese and onion crisps, pineapple rocks, Snicker bar, blah, blah, blah. And when I do go into supermarkets and see those foods, I can't believe the price. It's very, very expensive.
Yeah. I don't know where you got to get cheese and onion, but let me tell you something. That is the one thing. When anybody that coming to see me from England, that's one of the first things I ask them for: the cheese and onion and the custard. And what I used to get as well was, because it's easier to bring, I'd say just pick up the packet ones, the 3 packets for £1 or something. Well, that's no good if you can get 3 packets or something for £1. So the last time my daughter brought me the tin one, where you have to stay over the stove and stir and
Oh yeah.
Well, it's actually better than the package ones, which you just add the boiling water, and it's this deep yellowy stuff that tastes so artificial. But at least the other one, then you can, then you add the milk. So you add the milk that you want. So I use oat milk, coconut milk, almond milk, instead of just the water or the usual, you know, milk that you get. So that makes it a little bit better, I think.
But maybe we need to possibly move away from those habits, and instead of, say, eating stuff ourselves with snacks like chocolates and cake, eat more fruit. Eat more fruit.
I'm excited, Dal. I'm excited.
I know it's not. It's no, it's not. It's no, it's not. I know it's not Zagazao, but
what if you just love food?
Exactly.
No, but at the end of the day, what we don't want to do is end up like our elders. You know, with all due respects to them, with a selection book of pharmaceutical nonsense in terms of pills. They're popping a pill to breathe.
Some of us have already gotten there.
They're popping the pill. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, but you see, but it's a condition. We've been brought up like that. Come on.
We were
brought up with a lot of sugar around us.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we are the generation that we need to change this, because
it's too late. A lot of people in their 50s and 60s.
It's only too late when you're dead. Only too late when you're dead. You know, at the end of the day, there's people who have had type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
No longer. There's people being cancer and they've been in remission.
Yeah.
Because they've gone back to boiling bush and roots and bitters. They've gone back to drinking or consuming aloe vera gel, black seed oils. They've changed their eating diets, i.e., they've cut out pasta, they've cut out white flour, white bread, all got sugar in it. They've stopped using condensed milk in Guinness punch. That really hurts because I love a Guinness punch.
I can't imagine.
But this is where,
but we have to.
Yeah, but Mal, I just want to come in, because when I said about loving food, we kind of jumped, and I'm not taking away from the seriousness. When I say I love food, I love all food. So I eat the healthy stuff. I eat fruit every day. Fresh fruit.
So do I.
Every day. Not bought from the supermarket necessarily, organic fruit. I eat, I don't really eat the brown bread because I can get really nice cornbread or other types of bread. But my thing is, I just love to eat.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna, as well as having those healthy stuff, if you put the unhealthy stuff in front of me, I gotta eat that too. Becoming the only.
Well, come on, no.
I can't eat.
Seriously, would you prefer, right, a bowl of salad? Yeah, with, you know, it's got some nice things in and probably a low fat, you know, sort of dressing, right? Or would you prefer a portion of fish and chips? Be totally honest.
No, I'll be honest. I'll have the salad, but I'm not having it with no low fat dressing. I want
But what I'm saying, right?
With the fish and chips.
With the fish and chips.
No, because you lot are talking about the temptation angle, all right, and I want to nyam it, right? You remember the old advertisement where you go, Charlie says, "Don't speak to strangers," and the cat.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the bone, yeah, right. That's most of us. We say, you know, it's like, no, we don't want a salad. You know, you just want to tear the fish and chips, especially just been cooked. Nothing like freshly cooked chips.
Oh my goodness.
It's nothing like that.
With a curry sauce to the side.
Oh Lord.
Well, why can't you have that with the salad?
Because what I'm saying to you is not just sugar, that it's obviously the oils. It's the oils that is fried in.
Olive oil isn't bad.
Listen,
but hold on. Which chip shop Pam, are you going to and have olive oil?
Please, come on, let me come in, please. Listen, right. When I was growing up in the UK as a child, what day you look forward to? What is the day you most
Friday. Friday.
Why you look forward to Friday?
Because takeaway day.
Right, takeaway day. And then Sunday was, you know, slightly more healthier, rice and peas, chicken, whatever it may be. Yeah.
Well, if
But
you
on a
say so.
Friday, we know it, even now, right? Even today, on a Friday, it's generational, right through generations. Friday is either takeaway day or fish and chips day. You drive down the high street, you're driving home, every chip shop, takeaway, whatever, pack, ram, you've got people on Uber Eats and Just Eat.
Oh, you're making me hungry now.
You know what I mean? So it's generational, and it's a culture that we have adapted, and we've grown up with that culture. You go into supermarkets, where them put the sweets and the chocolate? Come on, where do they
Right to the front. Right to the front.
Right to the front. Even at
They
the
have a
counter, when you're
responsibility as
paying,
well.
just in case you forgot, it's at the counter.
It's right at the counter. Yes, we have a responsibility too, but these consumers, these stores and that, on the telly, you turn on the telly, you know, it's in your face, it's everywhere.
Yeah, but you see, this is where a lot of the big companies and advertisers, they entice. They make make the thing on the TV more sumptuous and luscious than it really is.
Well, they stop
So next
advertising
thing you know,
cigarettes,
as you going home from work now, next thing you know, you got a Big Mac and a chicken burger and a this burger and a that burger on the way home to your dinner.
They've stopped advertising cigarettes.
Yeah.
They have to stop advertising what? Do they stop advertising alcohol as well? Wines, this, that, the other, prosecco, whatever. They have to stop advertising chocolates and that. I mean, what kind of light? I mean, you know, wow.
But the thing is, even if they stop, because it's hidden, it doesn't matter, because we're still going to have it anyway.
Yeah, because it's all because we're all affected by and large. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
Some people are addicted to alcohol.
Yeah.
Some are addicted to chocolate or sweet things.
Yeah.
Brown sugar is supposed to be healthy, a healthy
and
option.
Yeah.
the common thread in all of these is sugar. It's sugar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or people have cravings.
It's coming back to the sugar. It's in everything.
People have cravings, so like, oh, you know what? I need some sugar inside me. I need my sugar fix.
You hear people say they need a sugar rush or they need a sugar fix.
Some people have a cup of tea. Some people have a cup of tea. Some people have a cup of tea and five rich tea biscuits. Like, why do you need so much?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you have your belly full, and what do you say when you belly full? I fancy something sweet.
Sweet.
And your belly's just been filled. But even when you go out to eat,
but come on.
You look for, they bring the dessert menu. You've eaten. Oh gosh, I can't eat anymore. I'm stuffed.
And you've got fully enough.
Menu. Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
And then you see that chocolate brownie and vanilla ice cream.
Sometimes you just say, "Oh, let me just have a look at the sweet menu," and something grabs you. Oh, I'll just have a look. You well want it, even though you just done it starter.
I remember before, even when I started to feel too full, leaving room for my dessert.
Yes.
Because for me, that was the best part of going out for a meal. So I remember, instead of filling my belly, like the food is filling my belly, I leave room because I've got to leave room for the
I don't have a starter. I'd rather have a main meal and the pudding. And I'll make the starter.
You know what makes me laugh? It's not so you said pudding. Not dessert, you know, pudding.
A pudding.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the thing. You know, we master the pudding in England, where the masters of pudding. Everywhere else is desserts, but they can't do a pudding like we can.
Right, pudding.
Custard. Custard.
Let me just tell you about the top 10 smallest sugar consumer countries.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting. Because half of them I can't pronounce. I've never heard of these places. However,
do they exist?
Exactly. Who do you think is number one and number two? Number one.
I'd say China or Japan, one of those kind of places, or Indonesia, somewhere like that.
In fact,
Mauritius.
They came into the high sugar because really their food is very pasta based.
Mauritius.
No, North Korea.
Number one.
They consume 0.11 kilogram per person. Who do you think is the second? And then I'll go through the others.
No idea.
Singapore.
Where?
Singapore.
No, Afghanistan. Yeah. Then the Democratical Republic of Congo. A place called Chad. Paraguay,
yeah.
and so on and so
Paraguay.
forth.
Paraguay.
Paraguay is it. Told you I can't pronounce half of them. Yeah. So, Mal, you mentioned before that the effects of sugar, you know, high blood pressure, you know, inflammation, weight
which
gain
is
is the biggest one, isn't it? Diabetes.
yeah,
They're all
yeah.
linked to increased risk of heart attack and that. And I just want to touch a little bit on the weight gain because every, say, maybe Friday or Saturday, I might have something naughty and say, right, the diet start Monday. And every Monday the diet starts. And people say that, and it's a reality, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the diet never starts. And before you know it, you've put on 2 stones, 3 stones, 4 stones, 5 stones. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know why, Michelle?
Why?
You know, a lot of people, it's that very word, diet. People that eat healthy, they don't say they're on a diet, it's their lifestyle.
Correct.
Okay.
And we look at diet, which is yet another gimmick. It's another, as Mal said, it's another product. Let's sell them this diet. Let's sell them.
Is it negative?
This,
Do you think it's a
they make
negative
it
thing,
sound
diet?
Yeah, diet is a negative
lose
because
all this weight in a short space of time. But really, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. You either change the way you eat or you don't.
What they've done, they've twisted the word diet.
Yeah.
For example, diet just means your plan of what you're going to eat. That's what it is. A choice of plan of what you're going to eat. So, for example, you don't eat fish. So you have don't eat meat. So you have a diet of fish and hard food or fruits. Yeah, and that's your lifestyle. That's what you eat. And weight gain is a lot of things. Not only just eating sugar and starch and floury stuff and whatever, but also lack of sleep. If you don't sleep enough, your body's not resting to push your blood flow and your metabolism to work and does its thing.
Really?
So there's a build-up from lack of sleep, stress, not drinking enough water, and exercise to keep your body moving.
Yeah.
If you walk a lot, if you're out in the sunshine, no matter if it's sunny or rain, doesn't matter. If you're out, because the sun shines every day. Otherwise, we won't get no daylight. The sun shines every day. So if it's raining or snowing, you're still getting sunlight.
Yeah.
So if you're out, you know, as long as if you're out for a period of time, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You sleep about at least more than 6 hours a day. And you're drinking a lot of water, so your body's hydrated.
Yeah.
Right. And you've got to eat a lot of what is called alkaline, which is watery based fruits, which is your dark fruits, your dark berries, your cucumbers, your watermelons.
I don't know so much about this topic.
It's like pH. You know, you see the word pH. Have you heard the word pH?
pH balanced.
pH balance. So if your pH balance is below 4 or 5, you're in danger. Your body is too acidic, so you get loads of afflammation.
Is where people
No, but seriously, Mal, how do you know this? Have you
research?
You had, like, medical?
Yeah.
Have you like had a professional?
Yeah, this is professional. Yeah, yeah, it's professional.
This is very interesting.
Because I researched a guy named Professor Dr. Ehret, Ehret. My grandmother, God rest her soul, had a book called Back to Eden. They knew in the 19th century and the early 20th century, if your body is taking too much acidic foods, processed foods, and not enough watery foods, it creates a buildup of mucus in the body. Mucus leads to congestion and inflammation, and mucus is the origin of tumors in the body.
Wow.
So and because there's no air, because of the water, there's no oxygen. Yeah. Right? It basically grows like a plant in your body. So the tumors form something else. So it goes from benign to malign. Right. Yeah. And you start getting cancers and stuff like that. If you have more alkaline-based foods, i.e. watery foods, like your fresh what they call electric foods,
When
like
you say watery food, like lettuce and things like that,
Yeah,
cucumber, that sort of thing. 'cause
cucumber
when
or
I eat a lot of that, I
cucumber,
use it to a
pure
lot.
cucumber,
Mm.
melon,
Celery.
watermelon,
Yeah,
celery.
I find when I eat a lot of that, it passes
Yeah.
through. Yeah,
Passes through. Yeah.
it does quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just turns to
Citrus
water,
fruits.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's water. Citrus fruits, right?
Is that good for
They
you?
say-
Just water food, just I got through you don't want something
yeah,
like
because
a
it
big
cleanses.
steak
It's
to go and-
detoxing. It's
Right.
detoxing, cleansing, it's irrigation.
Yeah, but you can't be
system.
detoxing every single day. Isn't
No,
that
because
like
that-
you've got
No,
to
no,
have
yeah, but
something-
you toxify yourself every day
True.
by watching yam.
All right.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
Not
saying.
what you're eating, or what you're yam.
Watching yam, yeah, you know.
No, but what I'm saying is you can't yes, you toxify every day, but what I'm saying is you got to have some kind of balance as well as these watery
Yes,
foods.
no, but that's what I'm saying. You must have a balanced diet.
Yeah,
The
sometimes they say
the
you must
idea
have
is
fat. There's some fats that's good for you, like avocado.
that's
Yeah.
avocados,
Yes.
oily fish like salmon, mackerel,
Yeah.
tuna
Yes.
is oily, like omega-3. So what
Right.
they're saying is you must have at least 80% of your food must be alkaline based and 20% is acidic,
Right.
Okay.
right? So even some dairy foods is not good for us.
Yeah.
So sorry, Easter folks, no cheese in your bun. But you know,
Stop telling me about not Mickey. I ain't been getting no bun yet, so
no, but I'm just saying,
Well,
and
it's
you know,
good job I don't like bun and
we're
cheese.
talking about the eating bun, not the other bun.
yeah, different kind of bun. You know what I mean? And folks, that's a whole new subject later on in the season.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so it's about having more of raw fruits and vegetables or steamed vegetables, raw fruits. You can eat oranges and lemons and grapefruits, but not in the box juice because they're taking the good stuff out. And it's all the refined.
So basically, it's taking away a lot of the processed foods, things that when you go shopping, you know,
take all the good stuff out
of that and replace it with different. But you know, there are cost implications, Mal.
Yes.
People can't
yes,
afford.
there is.
You know, we're having a cost of living crisis, and
I know.
people can't afford.
No, which is designed that way. Which is designed, as you know. I mean, Pam mentioned it before. I think another thing, or it's designed that way, where a lot of the organic stuff. You notice the organic stuff is more expensive than the normal stuff.
Why is it?
Well, because
out the ground
because
as
it's
well.
better. Because it's better for you.
Because all the nutrients are there, and it obviously costs more to transport it, so they factor that into the retail price.
Growing it, not enough people are growing it, so the sellers can charge a bit more.
They can charge
because it's a more limited stock, and as well, people don't like the organic because it doesn't look as pretty as the processed ones.
No.
If you see an organic apple compared to the shiny, lovely, perfect looking one, sometimes you go for the perfect looking one because you think it looks more healthy because it's, you know, cosmetics, isn't it?
It's
like with people look better if in a lot of people's minds, if you're slim, automatically you're better, you're in better health. It's not always the case.
No, it's not always the same because
it just looks better to most people.
And once it's packaged, on a tin or box, they've taken all the nutrients out, all the good fructose, all the good stuff out, carotene out, and they've put additives to make the thing stretch. You make, you know, people used to do things to make the food stretch or make the drink stretch. So they make these additives in, which is no good for us. We start blowing up. So, example, a bowl of fruits, a bowl of oranges. You know, you have a fruit salad and you home make your fruit salad. Far more nutritious than drinking a box of grape juice or a box of, I mean, even lemon and limes, bitter as it is more healthier because they've got a very high pH.
I just wanted to say this because this was something that I noticed, and a few of us, as you know, from England, we all spoke about this. You know, like with the white bread, we're used to buying the white bread, and it lasts for days and days, right? The sliced bread here, even the white bread, we notice they buy bread every day. You
That's
go
the
to
thing.
a good baker's, you buy even the white bread, you can't eat it tomorrow.
Why?
You have to eat it fresh that day. It's warm and it's fresh. So we were saying, what are they putting in the bread that we're used to? Because we were like, you know,
Pamela.
why are they having to buy bread every day? Because obviously the things they're using are more natural, and natural stuff doesn't preserve as long.
That's
Correct.
right.
That's
Refined.
absolutely
Coming on to the
100%.
bread, I buy that seeded bread, sliced seeded
Yeah.
bread. I only buy a small one, you know, the mini ones they do now,
Yeah.
right? I can't, I have to buy about 2 or 3 a week just to get 2 pieces of toast. I'll buy that bread today and within 2 days, I have to throw the bread away.
Yeah, so it's healthier then. It's more
Yeah,
natural.
yeah. It just don't last. The bread,
Because
I remember bread lasting for a long time. What is it?
Mhm.
You know, they're taking the yeast
That-
out of it. Huh?
yeah, because those foods that last longer than necessary ain't good for us.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
bread
good
don't
for
last
us.
more than 2 days, and then I have to buy another loaf,
Preservatives.
and it's only the small loaf, but it's wasting.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
So anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap this up though.
Yeah.
But you know, I just wanted to finish by saying, does the body need sugar?
Not
But
processed
there is
ones,
no
no.
need to add glucose to your diet because of your body can make the glucose it needs by breaking down the molecules like carbohydrates, protein, fat. Some sugars are found naturally in foods such as fruits, vegetables, and milk. And these are healthful addition to your diet, says Doctor, and I don't know where his name's gone, but basically, you know, it's supplements, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fruit.
Yeah.
I love pears. Pears are very sweet. However, they're not that good for you. The acid in the pear, the acid in oranges, the acid in lemons and stuff is still not good for you. It's finding that balance. And as you said, Mal, you've done your research and it's finding the balance. And you know what?
Quite a balance,
Everything
yeah.
good in moderation. You've been watching Jamlish, real talk, with a little bit of Labrish.
Yes.
Want to add
All right, folks,
anything?
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying. And thanks for being here if it's your first time.
Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll see you again very soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye for now.
Jamlish no hard fi find, you know.